Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Profotech Solutions team. I am Sanjay. We are learning Laravel Admin Panel Development Beginners tutorial and this is our part 16. Inside this video session guys, we are going to create the form layout for add student page. And also guys, if you're a beginner to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and keep watching our previous video sessions to get the clear concept about Laravel Admin Panel Development Beginners tutorial. So in our last video session guys, we had discussed about the form layouts of add faculty and add faculty type. So this is add faculty type and this is all about add faculty. So inside this video session guys, finally we are going to make the layout for add student page. Right now it is not a page, it is a simple message. So back to database table, click on add TBL students. Inside this TBL students, what actually the structures we are going to make, these are the fields that we have to put inside our form layout. So step by step, first of all, just copy this route, go to editor and open up web.php file. Inside this file, let me search about add student, and this is the controller it is currently using, like student controller. So let's open about student controller. Inside student controller, we have a method something called add student. So go inside that method and let me return a view file. So return view. Inside this, let's admin views, and this is about add student. And finally we have to make this view file inside resources folder. So back to resources folder. Inside this resources folder, we have a folder called admin. Here it is, and inside admin we have a folder called views here, and inside this views folder we have to create a PHP file, and this is add student.blade.php. So we have created our file successfully. Let's open a file something called add faculty. This is the form layout, so I'm just copying this code, closing this file and pasting inside add student page. So back to top, let me change about this is faculty, this is student, add student. Copy this name, replace with this faculty, scroll here. All we have to change about this form ID. So this is FRM add student. Now inside this form, what are the fields that we have to put? Go to database table. Inside this database table, we have the first called registration number. So I'm going to remove all these things, or let me remove select first, copy this input type text, go inside this div and let's say that choose type, it's not choose type, this is registration number. Okay, and this is, let's say that txt, or let's say reg underscore number, this is a registration number. Next we have to change about the id, so this is a registration number, this is a registration number, and finally let's say that enter registration number. So all we have done about the first field of add student forms. So next we have to change about the gender ID. So I'm going to cut this from here, go at the top and let me paste it here. Okay, two things we have done. Next we have take about the name and the email. So this is about the name, only change about the faculty, this is student name. Copy this 4, go here and let's say that this is all about, go at the end, this is student name and this is all about student name. Change here, let's say enter student name. Next thing we need to set about the email. So this is here, and change the faculty, it should be a student email. Copy this 4 and let me replace with this id. So this is all about the id and the name parameter. And finally we have to change about the placeholder. So this is enter student email. Next parameter that we need to keep as something called roll number and the phone number. Here we have phone number already, only we need to add about the roll number. So instead of this designation, let's say roll number, and this is all about roll number, and let's say that this should be also input type number, this should be something called roll number, and finally we have to change about the placeholder. So enter roll number. So after we have to add about, let's say that phone number. This is all about the phone number. All we have done. Only we need to change about, let's say student phone. Copy this for name. Go here, replace ID and replace with this name parameter, and also enter student phone number. All what we have done now. All we need to add about the address. So I think that already we have an address field here. I'm going to cut from here and pasting inside this phone number. Next we have to put about the profile photo. Already we have about the profile photo, so I need to change. And also I think that we did a mistake here. This is about add, and let's say that student. This is not photo, this is all about address. So and also let's say student, just copy this, pasting it here and pasting it here. This is all about student address. Next, this is profile photo. Let's open up add faculty again. Inside this add faculty, go at the profile photo here, and this is not about the photo, this is about address. So save this page, close this file. Next we have to change about, let's say student photo. Copy this, replace with this, and here it is also. What we have next? Next we have fields about, let's say father name and the mother name, and finally the age. So basically go at the top, copy any input type text, back to top bottom, and let's say that this is not name, this is father's name. And finally let's say that student name, this is all about, let's say father name. Input type text, copy this father name, replace with this ID and the name parameter, and we need to change here, let's say enter father's name. Finally we need to add for the mother's name. Copy this thing, paste it here, and let's say that, and also we have just add as here, let's say that mother's name. So just change it to mother name, copy this for name, replace with this ID and replace with this ID. Finally we have to change about the placeholder. So let's say enter mother's name. Next we have to add about the student age. So I'm going to copy any of the number back to bottom, and let's say that we need to add about student age. So instead of this roll number, let's say student age. Let me change at student, and finally age. Copy this for name, replace with this ID and also with this name parameter, and finally let's say that enter age. So I think that all we have done now, all the necessary parameters for creating a student, we have actually put inside this created form. So if I save this page, also this controller, back to browser and reload this page, this is all about add student form. Here we have registration number, gender, name, email, roll number, phone number, address, profile photo, father's name, mother's name, student age, and finally we have a status. So these are the fields actually we will save by the help of Laravel controller and get all the data inside this database table called TBL students. So finally guys, we have actually set all the layouts for creating our records like add section, add class, add type, add faculty, and lastly we have added called add student. From the next video sessions guys, we are going to use a concept of Yajra box in Laravel, which basically provides you the server side data table concept. Why actually we need that? We need to show all the records inside this list sections, list classes, all we have to list types, list faculties, and finally list students. All these listing section actually basically contains about the idea of Yajra box server side data table. So basically if you want to search about Yajra box data tables Laravel, it will give about the multiple links from where you can study about these things. So this is all about the installation of Yajra box. So from the next video session guys, we will continue about this concept and we will try to implement this concept to our Laravel admin panel development tutorial. So inside this video session guys, if you have any doubt then please drop your comment. I will give my reply as soon as possible. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.